Anyway, hello again, friends. Today, we have another Transformer. As you can see right here in the corner, you probably can't see who it is yet, but you know who by the title. But I ain't showing you yet, because I have a joke to make. Same joke as the last video. Uh, this ain't Shockwave. So, meet Shockwave's granddaddy, who has no relation to him at all. Uh, except for the face. I don't think. Amalgamous Prime. Amalgamous Prime. Now, before I show you Amalgamous Prime is the first Transformer. Not the first Cybertronian. That goes to Prima. He's the first Transformer. The first one to be able to transform. Anyway, because he was the first one to be able to transform, his transformation was most powerful, making him quite literally a shapeshifter. Surprisingly, they kinda did that with the toy. He could turn into whatever you want him to. He does have a specific thing you can't turn him into, though, because he has to turn into something specifically for the instructions. So he does have something specific for the instructions. But besides that, you can get creative. Turn him into whatever you want. Turn him into a plane. Turn him into some sort of tank. Turn him into a spaceship. Because he turns into a turret. Yeah, he turns into a Cybertronian turret. But also, let me tell you a bit about him before this. Also, there's something else I'm going to show you here in a minute about him. Yes. It goes into was the shape-shifting thing, kind of. Anyway, so, see how he has the head of Shockwave, kind of? Like, he looks almost identical. Shockwave. People don't really know why that is on the figure, but I have a theory. And it's not even my theory, so I shouldn't take credit for this. But I've seen it around, and I like this theory. Uh, there's actually a ton of theories about why his face looks like shockwaves. Because in the comics, I have this comic. I know of this comic because I have this comic. It came with the Dreadwing figure I have. It was in the package with Dreadwing a while back before I started YouTube. I still remember it. Don't know where it currently is, but basically, it was Shockwave talking to Dreadwing. Uh, don't entirely know what happened in between here and now. It's like a beginning and end, because that was all blur. But we got to learn more of Shockwave, and we realized that Shockwave didn't always look like that. He used to be different, but he got political, and the other Transformers didn't like it. So they took his face and his arms and quite literally every part of his body and replaced it. Kind of like how Thanos did to Nebula in Avengers. Uh, All of this because he got political. Yeah, so he used to look very different. He used to be very cheerful and not so crazy. Sounds familiar. Anyway, um, trying to remember. Basically, once he got political and the other Transformers didn't like it, they took his face, took it off, took his arm, took it off, took his hands, took it off, replaced literally every part of him to look like Shockwave, how he is today. And the reason for that, they took his hands, gave him claws, took his face, gave him a single eye, no mouth, no anything. He was completely emotionless, like a emotionless face, just a single eye, just a single eye, and that was all you could see. Like this. Now that don't really show emotion, because just a single eye looking at you. Like, is this guy happy? Is he sad? Is he annoyed? You can't tell. Yeah, so they did that to Shockwave. And basically, why they did this to people that were problematic. And basically, they did this to shun other robots by making them just removing all diversity from them. I don't know the word, but basically, uh, instead of having like their own colors and stuff and own face, own personality, they got claws, a single eye for a on a screen. That is their new head. So their hands are now just two claws. Just they no longer have their hands. Just two claws in that screen. Oh boy, I just realized we're 8 minutes into the video. I haven't even unboxed it yet. Okay, I got to hurry this along. Um, okay. Basically, they did that to make it so that they looked nothing like how they used to look. And basically, every time someone did this to be shunned and ignored by the community of the Transformers, they would look identical. Just they would look like Shockwave, identical. You couldn't tell them apart because, well, you're not really meant to. You're not supposed to pay attention to these guys. But anyway, um, so they did that, but they also took all of Sound Shockwave's personality out of his head. So now he has no personality, and all he really thinks about is logic. He has no emotion. All he has is his thoughts, no emotion. So that is what caused him to become a mad scientist, because he was becoming a scientist, and without the emotion to know, oh, hey, this is kind of wrong. He's like, nah, I'm just going to say, oh, hey, look at this pretty ocean. Look at all these pretty whales. Soundwave, is that pretty? Isn't this pretty? Anyway, the real reason I brought you here was to show off my bioreactor. That also happened in a different comic. As I said in the last video, he went back in time, killed Onyx Prime, and used his skin to pretend to be Onyx Prime with the other primes. So, Shockwave's pretty messed up. But anyway, what does that have to do with this guy? People might not have trusted this guy a lot and shunned him because he is a shapeshifter. You would never know if he's in the room with you. Okay, Queso, please shush. I had to pause the video. Anyway, I'm back. Paused Queso video that was in the background because he's getting a little too noisy. And I'm trying to explain Transformers. But anyway, so they might have used his head as a template for the procedure for the other guys. Because maybe they shunned Amalgamous because he's a shapeshifter and no one could really trust him or know if he was in the room with them because he was a shapeshifter. Or maybe it's just a generic head because he's a shapeshifter. And this probably ain't even his real head. This probably isn't even how he's really supposed to look. Because he's a shapeshifter. He could look like anything. He could be anything. Anyway, that was like 13 minutes of me explaining. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video and get Amalgamous Prime out of this box. Because I feel like that's what you're here for. That's why I clicked on the video, obviously. Or perhaps I have to say this again because you haven't come talked yet. So come talk with it, because I ain't giving up till you come talk. So hurry up. Anyway, I'm pausing, unboxing this guy, and I'll be right back here in a second. Anyway, I'm back, and he's out of the box. The thing is, he looks a little weird. So, we gotta do some stuff in order to actually get him into his actual robot mode, because this is like compact, so that he could fit in the box. So, first things first. Whoops, already took his leg off. Anyway, I'm just moving the arms up out of the way. Anyway, separate the legs. Uh, pull these down. Just pull his legs down. Not like that. His gimmick is being annoying. Um, because that is his gimmick. Anyway, so now it looks pretty good. So now he has his feet down, so he can actually stand. So, uh, so his head, Shockwave's little head. Um, this isn't even him being transformed. This is him getting into robot mode. Um, just out of the box. Just trying to get him into robot. Because he is so abstract that honestly, you could just say he's in robot mode right now because he's a shapeshifter, and this is just his robot mode. But that's not his real robot mode, so I'm gonna have to continue going. But if you really wanted to, you could just keep him like this, because he's a shapeshifter. However you put him, could be how he is. So if I really wanted to, I could just stick him like this on the shelf. Amalgamous, everyone. Anyway, but that's not what I'm gonna do. So, I need to figure out how to get his head, do what I want. Oh, turn the entire thing, like the entirety of his neck around. Okay, and now raise up his head. So now he's looking straight up into the sky. And now, flip. You know what? I'm just gonna leave his leg off for a minute. Flip the entirety of his top half over. So that now he has a hunchback. So now he has a little bit of a hunchback. See, he's got a little bit of a hunchback now. But now you rotate this around. So now you can actually see he's got a bit of a hunchback. Because that's how he's supposed to go. So this is supposed to go forward a bit. Put these down a bit. Rotate these arms forward and the other arms back. So that goes like that. And there. So see, now he has his four arms. Like two in the front, two in the back. And his leg came off again. Fantastic. Anyway, this guy is annoying because he keeps falling apart. Um, anyway, continuing trying to do this. So he goes like so. And okay, so yeah, okay, there we go. So that's how he's supposed to go at the moment. So there we go. He's got his four arms. It's four arms. One, two, three, and four. And you'll see why it does that in a minute. But anyway, here's Amalgamous in his robot mode. He's got a little bit of a hunchback. He's kind of short because of that. But that's Amalgamous. And now to show you this. Amalgamous's weapon is a scythe. like he's a Grim Reaper. But it is time to show you some stuff. Because this is a T-Cog. You know the things from Transformers 1? Yeah, this is the one from Transformers Prime. And you can just stick it on the bottom of his staff. His oh yeah, you could also just do that if you just want it to just be a staff. Well, you could just rotate it up, and it could be a scythe. Anyway, but he also comes with this little thing. Just a little blaster. Just pew pew. Little tiny blaster, he code. So you just have a scythe and a little blaster. Now, neither of these are his prime artifact, and I'll get to his prime artifact in a moment, but you can store a little pew pew gun on the back of his scythe, and now he's got a pickaxe. Ish. He's got a bit of a pickaxe. He's got his pickaxe swinging side to side, side to side, side. I don't remember the Captain Sparkle song. But yeah, it could still just be a staff. If you really wanted to, you could just uh, shoot shoot from the staff. And just have like a little spear that could shoot. Just hold it out like a spear and just go pew, 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 pew with a spear. Or it could just propel his scythe so it could just turn on like a rocket and just go and make it jab into something. But anyway, put put it in his hand. There we go. So this is him with his scythe. Pretty cool. But also, I said that wasn't his prime artifact. I'll get to that here in a second. But he also comes with these little things. These little glowing, flying eye orb things that you could just store on his sides of his hunchback to make him look even weirder. So see, now he looks even weirder. But anyway, time to show you his artifact by taking off his head. So, in order to show you his artifact, it is stored in his head. So you just raise up this piece right here, just bloop, and pull out the thing behind it. Not easy to do, but it tabs into his eye. Ah, here you go. Hold on, I'm putting his scythe in his face for a minute. Ah, there you go. So now we have his prime artifact. And you can see his little prime logo. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you can see it, but there's Prime logo like right there next to my nail. It's the orange thing right there, if you can see. But anyway, this little disc, or not disc, sphere, this little sphere thing that was in his head, is another T-Cog, the original T-Cog. This guy's uh Prime artifact. This is what gave him the power to shapeshift. The original T-Cog. And you can store it back in his head. Just put it back in his head. Anyway, it's back in there, and I just store it back on his neck. So there we go. This guy is pretty weird. I haven't even started transforming him yet. And he has a ton of transforming stuff you can do. Anyway, that was all I was wanting to show you for his Prime artifacts. Time to actually start transforming this guy. And we gotta take this thing off first. But first, I'm gonna pause the video. Okay, anyway, I'm back. Anyway, time to take off his little staff and just curl that up for a moment. Anyway, time to transform him into his cannon, or what they say he turns into. Anyway, so turn this sideways. This little panel right here. This one right here with this little gear on the side of it. So you're able to just rotate that. Just turn it. Turn it over. Like so. So now it's down. So now it's down on both sides. Now we could push his head down. So now his head's just looking down. So now this entire piece can come up. Think is what's telling me. Yeah, that's what's telling me. Hold on a moment. I am confused. I am confuzzled. Because he is so abstract, I am confused. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Okay, so he's this way. Oh, his arms can bend this way. Come on, stupid leg. Okay, anyway, fixed it for a moment. Uh, okay, you know. Hmm. Okay. Um, Okay, I don't care, because I can go off for a moment. Oh. Oh, so continues to go down. Continue pulling down on the neck. Down. The head back on. Because his head and his body just falls apart easily. But that's supposed to do that. But not right now. I don't want it to. Anyway, yay. It's down. Okay, stupid leg. Anyway, now his head is looking straight down. Looking straight down. Wait, hold up. Go back. All the way. We're doing this again. Hold up. I am confused. Restart. Okay, first step. Done already. Second step. Push neck all the way down. Oh, right, we're supposed to take these off. I forgot. Okay. I see. So it is what I was trying to do a minute ago. I was just being dum-dum. So raise his, there's like a little crack here above where those, pieces were just at. So raise it up. Raise up that crack. And once you raise it up, you're able to raise up. You know what? I don't care. That leg could stay down there for a minute. You could raise up the back half if it goes how it's supposed to. You know what? The head can come off too. I don't care. Okay, I'm mad. Okay, so this is supposed to go up. 1 second, because this is annoying me. It's supposed to go forward. 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 Stupid thing. Go forward. So go down. Okay, this game's gonna break. This guy's gonna break. I'm gonna throw him halfway across my room if he don't work. Okay, that's it. Pausing the video. I need a video. See how the heck I'm supposed to do that. Okay, I was being a dum dum. Um, I was about to break him. Anyway, so push these down and connect them into the arm. Because the arm's supposed to look like this from the side. Just both of them. Connect these into both of them. Push this down. His neck down. All the way down. So now that that's all the way down, you're able to easily raise that up. I was being a dum dum. So see, you're able to easily raise it up now. I was being stupid. So anyway, that's up now. Now you're able to flip this up, this little bit on his back up and into the place we just put. That leg could stay down there. Okay, I'm gonna raise his hunchback up a bit. Just fully put his head into the center. Open that fully. And now you just stick his back piece in there. And flip this little egg holder on top here over. And now you just flip that up over it. Just contain it all inside. Now, well, his head is supposed to go back up real quick because it's shown in the transformation. You know what? Both the legs could go down there. I don't care. They keep falling off. Anyway, so now he looks like a little beetle just crawling around, which could be his alt mode if I really wanted to. As I said, he's a shapeshifter. Oh no. Uh, flip, rotate his legs around. And now completely push that back. I'm putting his head back on. Okay, so he's supposed to go like that. And these are supposed to go like so. So now he's just on his back, and this little piece right here sticking up. This little piece right here. I don't know if you see that, but it has like a little piece that sticks up there. So right there is where that is. So that's on the back. Okay, time to put the legs back on. I hope they're on the right way. Think they are. I think so. Anyway, so his... Yeah, these are on the right way. Had to go up a bit, though. So he's supposed to look like this if you didn't take anything off. His legs go forward, and the rest of his body's behind him. So now, I'm supposed to not do that. Put your leg back on, you Amalgamous. Um, okay, so this piece that connects his legs together, his legs have this little hooks on the sides. It's right here where my finger's pointing. The hook on the side right here. It's supposed to... Ah, I see. So, rotate this up as far as it can go. Think is what it's telling me to do. Could be a little scorpion. Pinch, pinch. Okay, anyway. Uh, okay, so now it's back to normal. I had to rotate the waist a bit because it wasn't going in how I need to do. Okay, how am I supposed to get this up there? No, his head can stay down there. I'm gonna connect his legs together and try to get him up at the same time. There we go. There, got him. So now connect them to the rest of the body where I towed him. So now it's supposed to look like that. So now the legs have the little boosters on the back, and he looks weird. So it's a good thing I connected this together, but now I have to put his head back on. Anyway, it's time to rotate the page and rotate the legs. Somehow. So just rotate the legs around. I believe that's what it's telling me to do. Yeah, hold on. I don't have time for this. This guy is confusing, and I haven't even finished him yet. This is not fun. Uh, this is actually kind of challenging. Um, okay, so it's supposed to do that. So you're supposed to have them a little bit separate. So now you just push them down a bit, like so, I think. So that they have like, so they're like this. Just a bit, like that. Hold on, I need to actually make sure you're able to see this. Because you're probably just as confused as I am. Okay, go down. Thank you. Okay, so now it looks like this. And I can quickly just and put it back here too. Okay, there we go. Now the treads are on the back. So now I can push the entirety of the neck forward. And just push the head in there. Okay, there we go. His head is tucked in there nicely. So now you can just be this little beetle if you really wanted to. Just a beetle crawling around on four legs. Okay, so now you can spread out his legs. Okay, so his front legs can be spread out. And you can connect the back ones. I already did that. Put his little orbs on the side of his head, body again. Yeah, so that's all good. That's all good. Rotate these around so that they're rotated a bit, the treads. And grab his staff and just put it nicely on the little holder on top of his vehicle. And then you can just put it there. So now it can just be put here. I am very confused. Okay, well, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. So aim that up a bit. Okay, anyway, so you can aim that up a bit and put it back. And now you have his little walking turret beetle thing. This is what they had as instructions for. This is what the instructions turn him into. So he looks like a beetle because these look like his eyes, or maybe these look like his eyes. But he also has this big cannon on his back for the turret. Anyway, I am not transforming this guy again. He's gonna be sitting on my shelf. This was not fun to turn into. Like, it looks like a beetle. But anyway, I'm gonna pause the video, charge my computer real quick, plug it in at least, and show you more, because I'm not even done yet. It's like an hour long. Anyway, now that I'm back, it is time to do what he has been doing the past hour, and tear him limb from limb. Not even kidding, that is what he's supposed to do. So just hair off his arm. Just tear it off. Hair his other arm off. And his other, and the other, and his leg that kept coming off, and the other leg, and this little piece right here, and this piece right here, and just this too. Until you're left with this little blob, which still acts as like a little beetle, or maybe it's just a little hovercraft that could just go around. But now you are left with just a assortment of pieces. Whatever will we do? Well, I'm going to show you, because let me get started with these two pieces right here. It's two arms. It's two front arms to be exact. Uh, so rotate his hand around, facing up. Do it the other side. And now raise these up so that the gold pieces face up, and then connect them together. Congratulations, he has a little car. Just like a little drone car. You see, it's just a little car. It could be driving just a little surveillance drone, just sneakily driving in and peeking. So there's one, there's a little car. Now let me take it apart just again and get his little eye orb thing. Connect them. No, wait. Connect them to the sides of it. And rotate the hands. Now his little drone has arms. So this little drone can pick up things and bring it back to him. Now, time for his back set of hands. So rotate them down. They're already in that position. Raise his gold piece up and over on both hands. And then connect. Connect them. connecting together. He has a little plane now. Just a little drone that can just. I don't know why, but the camera stopped working there for a second. Anyway, it could be like a little flying drone. Yeah, flying little plane. I can just fly up and grab something and go back. Now I'm going to split these apart and bring in the other one. And same thing. You could just put his little orb thing in the center. And now he's got a one with wings, so I could fly over and just pick up something. So now he's got these little two little things. They can just come over and pick things up and fly away. Now for his legs. So put that all the way back. And this one all the way back. And now you can just stick his little staff into the center of him. Into the center of his legs. That sounded horrendous to say. Um, Stick staff in between his legs. Um, anyway, that sounded ridiculously weird. Um, but anyway, now he's got a little. Now he's got like a little cannon that could just be firing, like a miniature cannon, could just be rolling up and start firing. But now I'm gonna take these apart again, put them back together into this flying little contraption, and we can stick this on top onto his little turret, his staff. So you're able to stick it on top of his staff to give him a little bit of a roof to his cannon. So now it looks like this. So his cannon now has wings. Ooh. And you can also take these arms and put to the sides of it. And just connect these to the side of it. Hold up. 1 second, because arms are supposed to do something here. To add to his little tank cannon thing. Anyway, I'm gonna add his little things here to his little beetle mode again. Because they don't really have a purpose in tank mode, I don't think. Don't show one. But anyway, his hands are supposed to do something in this mode. On his little cannon tank drone. You can send out. Okay, so that like so, this like so, that like so, this like so. this one on this end. Hold up, what? Oh, I have no idea. Maybe on this side? Maybe? I don't know. Alright, so this goes here. There's someone that's supposed to go in there. Anyway, um, so, how, how does this go? No, seriously, like, how does this go? The instructions unclear. How does this go? Because these are supposed to connect, like, there, but I can't seem to figure out how they connect there. How? How do you do that black magic? Okay, uh, so this has to stick up a bit. I am confused. I had to pause the video again. Okay, guys, I fixed it, figured it out. Turned out, you were supposed to have the feet where this little gear piece was sticking out the sides. I had it other way around, where these things were connected to each other. Those are not. Uh, yeah, so I had to swap them out real quick, swap them around, and put everything back together. The cannon actually had to go into like a slot in between like gear on the inside and this other gear on the inside, and I just slapped it on top of it. Anyway, here's his miniature tank drone that can just roll up to people in battle and just blast them. Anyway, that's gonna be all for this video. And then this pretty much does nothing. It's just like a little drone, or just sit here, just be like a little flying drone. But anyway, see you guys in the next video. Remember to like, subscribe, and come talk, you people who need to come talk, because I ain't giving up till you do. Just give me. Um, so come talk. Anyway, that is a long staff behind him in tank mode. Like you can just pick him up like this and just wave the tank around as a big old club. Just bonk. Just pick up the tank and just go bonk. Anyway, that was a ton of instructions. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. I had to put them back together and put them on the shelf with the other primes, where I'm probably not going to transform them again, because this is a very interesting figure, but the fact that it keeps falling apart because of this, like, this is cool, but because he was so complicated for me, it took me an hour to transform him. And his limbs keep falling off because of this. Probably not gonna transform him again. Probably just gonna keep him in robot mode and just have him in a cool pose or the other primes. But anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. See you guys in the next one. Remember to subscribe and comment down below if you like Amalgamous or if you're the Wizards. Come talk. Um, so see you later. Hopefully. Bye bye.